Free agency frenzy day number 3 is here. 4 o'clock is when the new league year officially begins. That's when I'm expecting more news to drop about the New York Jets. Who are the Jets going to go after today? Could they be going after a backup quarterback? Carson Wentz. Some veteran offensive linemen. I also want to recap all of the moves so far the Jets have made up to this point on the channel. So do me a favor, folks, hit the like button. We're live here on the channel. Love everything about what we've seen from the New York Jets thus far. I think that it's very intriguing to see how open this team has been to adding different types of players, different types of talents. I mean, look at the list of the players the Jets have brought in so far. It's pretty insane. Look at that. This is a list of all the players the New York Jets have added so far. So I want to get your guys' thoughts of free agency. I want to get your thoughts of where do you expect the Jets to go. Interact with the chat. We uploaded a video this morning breaking down the Jets' sleeper signing of Nahshon Wright from the Chicago Bears. More content to come. AFC East Roundtable is later this evening, which is going to be a lot of fun. I think that when the 4 o'clock window today comes around, we're going to see some new Jets be announced. We're going to see all the things become official. We're going to see the Jets announce Gino Smith. We're going to see the Jets announce all these players being added. And I definitely want to get your guys' thoughts a little bit more about Gino Smith more, because I think there's a big discourse in Jets land about that. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts right now, chat, about Gino Smith, about the overall free agency. What do you need to know from me? Because there's a lot, man. There's a lot of what the Jets have done thus far. We should bring back Jason Pinnock. That's not happening. I don't know if you saw Jason Pinnock on X this morning. He tweeted emojis of planes, and then he's like, that's not what I expect. That's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. Not what I meant. Not what I meant. Could the Jets be going after Brian Thomas? That also seems like that's not happening. A lot of interesting things, man. A lot of interesting things. I mean, the big storyline across the NFL right now is the Max Crosby news. That was wild. Wild stuff. Max Crosby going to the Raiders. Nope. Not anymore. Not anymore. He's staying put in Vegas for now. And I think that definitely shifted the overall aspect of the NFL, man. I think that changed a lot. You know, not Jets related. I mean, it could be Jets related because now the Ravens have the 14th pick again instead of the Raiders. Right? Let's do it. So hit that thumbs up button. Let's get into business. I want to get your guys' thoughts right now of all the moves the Jets have made thus far. Are you satisfied with these moves or not? Here is a list of basically every single player the New York Jets have added to this point as we're live on Wednesday, March 11th. As we're live, it's 12:41 EST. A lot of players the Jets have added, man. And the crazy part about all these players is only one of them is on the offensive side of the ball, and it happens to be a quarterback. How about that? How about that? Listen, man, you look around the AFC East, you see the Dolphins add Malik Willis, quarterback. You see the Patriots take away AVT from us, sign Romeo Doubs. You see the Buffalo Bills trade for DJ Moore. But the Jets' priority right now is reloading their defense and getting a new quarterback. I like it. And I think that right now, let me ask you a question, and I want you to answer this with honesty. Do the New York Jets have the best quarterback on their roster right now than what we've had for decades? taking away Aaron Rodgers, because that doesn't really count. The guy tore his Achilles, and he was pretty, nothing special when he was healthy. My point is, as bad as Gino was last year for the Raiders, let's not forget what he did with the Seahawks when everything was around him that was built. And Gino Smith has 2 4,000-yard seasons in the last 5 years. Do you guys know? I'm going to quiz you. Who's the last Jets quarterback to have over 4,000 yards? I know some people know this, but I want the chat to tell me, who's the last quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards for the New York Jets? Gino Smith did it twice in Seattle. Twice. And who's the last time the Jets had a quarterback? I'm curious if anybody knows this answer. Bingo. Joe Namath. Joe Namath was the last time. Is that nuts? And we're going to sit here and whine and cry that we're getting a guy that actually knows how to throw the football down the field for a veteran minimum? I feel like some people that are complaining about Gino think that we're bringing him in here on a $200+ million deal. He's the face of the franchise. We're expecting him to save us from the depths of incompetence. We're not. No, who's expecting that, man? The last time the Jets had a 4,000-yard passer was Joe freaking Namath. You know how sad that is? You know how disgusting that is? And Gino has done that twice in the last 4 years. So that's why, who are we to complain at getting a quarterback in the building that we're paying $3 million for? Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Also, the fact that he's coming home, I love that. I love that he's coming home, man. He's ready. Gino's ready to be back. He's ready. Let's welcome him back with open arms instead of just being so, I don't know. And this was the tweet. Shout out to this guy for bringing this stat out there. This was the stat. Gino's had 2 4,000-yard seasons in the last 4 years, and the Jets have had 0 4,000-yard passing seasons the last 49 years. Holy smokes, that's terrible. I mean, I responded. This right here goes to show you Gino Smith today is still better than anything the Jets have had at quarterback in a long time. I know the bar is low, but Gino can sling it at least. It's a sad stat, but it's the truth. I also sent this out today. Let's not forget everyone laughing at the Jets when Gino won comeback player of the year and broke out with the Seahawks. Now everyone is laughing at the Jets when he's back on a veteran minimum deal. People are pretending like we brought him in to be the face of the franchise. That's what I can't stand. People are making it seem like the Jets are bringing him in here to be like the face of the whole team. They laughed at us when he was breaking out. And now they're laughing at us again when we bring him back. After he had arguably, I don't even think it's arguably. If you asked 100 people that's plugged into the NFL who had the worst situation for a quarterback in the league last year, everybody would have said the Raiders. The Raiders situation last year was just pathetic around the quarterback. And that's not to say Gino's going to go out there and freaking ball. Or is he? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? I'm not imagining it. I'm not going to predict it. It's a fun little story. But Gino's back. And I think that a Carson Wentz coming in from behind, being his backup, is going to be intriguing. I think that the Jets have a lot of smart decisions that they've made. But now the next big decision is going to be the Jets going after a backup quarterback and continue to add playmakers around this defense, because the defense is definitely more improved, but it's not finalized yet, right? We need to see a little bit more on this defense before any Jets fan feels more confident about it. The one thing about this defense that I personally love right now is they added a lot of players that fit the scheme. They added a lot of players that fit what they're trying to do. And I think that's important. They fit the right people into the system that's being implemented, which is brand new. But folks, do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. We just started a brand new live stream today for day 3 of Free Agency Frenzy. I think more news is going to break around 4 o'clock, so maybe we'll be live again later today. But I felt like we got to go live and kind of recap everything we've seen, recapping everything that we've seen from the Jets so far. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button so the channel can be exposed to the algorithm. We just hit 32K subs this week, so the road to 33K subs is live. So we appreciate you guys tuning on into the show here on Jets Media. Let's freaking keep the vibes high. Let's keep the vibes going. Let's do it. I think that the overall ability of Darren Mougey to keep on adding to this defensive roster is staggering. But now let's go into where are the Jets going to go next? Because if you look at the team and you said, okay, where is the hole on this team? You would say definitely the number one hole is offensive line left guard. And I wanted the veteran from the Green Bay. He signed with the Browns. I think the Jets going to fill in that void today in free agency for some cheap veterans, and then they're going to draft somebody. I think that the guard from Penn State or the guard from Oregon is going to be there for the taking. I really, really do. We have an update on the contract details of the Jets' new safety, Dane Belton, on a one-year deal up to $6.5 million, $2.5 million signing bonus, $3.5 million guaranteed total. Salary is $1.49 million, $30K per game, active roster bonus, up to $2 million playtime, playoffs, interceptions, and Pro Bowl incentives. I'm just realizing you guys are not even seeing what I'm talking about. There we go. So that's something that the Jets are prioritizing, is contracts like this, low risk, one-year deals. Dane Belton, special teams guy. He's going to be someone that the Jets are going to be able to utilize for sure. Indy with a super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. I like this Gino move. We have a good supporting cast for him. He can and will behind a good offensive line, which we have Let's Gino Go. Let's Gino, let's go Jets. Yeah, baby. I think this is the best supporting cast that Gino Smith has had since he's had DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett back when he broke out the Seahawks. Adonai Mitchell is no scrub. The Jets are going to add another playmaker. The Jets are going to continue to keep adding. They got to get better up front, no doubt about it. But Gino Smith with a really good defense supporting him. We don't know if the Jets defense is going to be really good yet. We still have to wait. We still have to wait to see that. But I think the problem that some Jets fans are having is this. They see Gino Smith coming back, and you know what they're seeing in their brain? Do you know what some Jets fans are seeing when they hear the news that Gino Smith is coming back? They're seeing this. They're seeing this Gino. They're seeing the young version of Gino. They think that we're getting the Gino Smith that the Jets drafted out of West Virginia. That's not the Gino Smith the Jets are getting, folks. The Gino Smith the Jets are getting is a new version. We're getting a different version of Gino. Someone that has a lot of experience. Someone that has grown up. Someone that actually has shown that he could be a gunslinger. Someone that has shown that if you look at his numbers in the last 5 years, it's among the top guys. And that's not me just saying things just to say things. The guy had an awful season with the Raiders. No one's denying that. But when you combine his stats with the Raiders, with the stats with the Seahawks in 4 seasons, and you rank him amongst the rest of the NFL quarterbacks, it's literally top 10. I think he's like 7th or 8th in touchdowns. He's like 7th or 8th in completion percentage. He's up there with interceptions for sure. And he's up there with yards. Let me see if I can find and pull up some of the numbers to prove what I'm talking about. Because I feel like Jets fans are thinking we're getting something absolutely abysmal. All right, let me see. Gino Smith, last 5. Did he play for last 4 years or 5 years? Let me just make sure. He played the last 1, 2. Yeah, so he's been a starting quarterback for the last 4 years, okay? So let's add that into this. Gino Smith, last 4 years. passing stats ranking among other QBs. Let's see if this new software I'm using that's supposed to be good at picking up some stats. Let's see if it's able to do that, because I'm curious to see where he ranks, just to add some context that he's not as bad as some people think, man. 168 watching. Hit the like button for our boy Richie. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so here is what I'm talking about. He's definitely an upgrade from Fields. That's a no-brainer. So on Sumer Brain, which is like this new software that I like to use for stats like this, if you're looking for Gino Smith passing stats over the last 4 years and how he ranks among other quarterbacks during that period, let me pull up his passing performance data and compare it to his peers. Gino Smith passing stats rankings. Over the last 4 years, Gino ranks among the top quarterbacks in several key passing categories. He's 5th in the NFL in total passing yards with 15,000. He's 11th in the NFL with passing touchdowns with 90. He's 6th in the NFL in completion percentage. So this goes to show you, now this is not supposed to tell you that Gino is going to be top 10 in the NFL this year. But I just want to bring these stats up because some people have this mindset of Gino that the guy's a bum. The last 4 years, he literally ranks amongst the top in the NFL in a lot of statistical categories. Just saying. I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. And I think that, he also had 52 picks, which is a lot. I use regular season passing stats, ranking Smith against qualifying quarterbacks with at least 100 pass attempts this time frame. This ranking shows Smith has been a top-tier quarterback in passing yards and completion percentage while maintaining solid touchdown production. So this is not supposed to be some crazy propaganda that I'm spewing or anything like that. All I'm showing is the facts that when Geno Smith went out there the last 4 years, he hasn't been awful when you put all 4 seasons together. But if you put the last 2 years together, that's where you see the decline, right? You see the decline in his game, and you add the context to what happened last year with the Raiders, with Chip Kelly running the show, who's a ghost, and Pete Carroll, and the situation that he was in. I do believe he's going to be a better football player this year than he was last year. And that's not saying much. That's not hard to do because of how freaking bad he was for the Raiders last year, right? So this isn't supposed to put any, crazy thoughts in your brain about the Jets getting a stud in Geno or anything. This is just to show you that Geno Smith is marginally better than anything the Jets trotted out there a quarterback in a long time. Better than Justin Fields, better than Tyrod Taylor, better than Brady Cook, better than a lot of people. Aaron Rodgers coming off an Achilles was just, we couldn't do anything with that. But getting into more of the list of the Jets players that they brought in free agency so far, a lot of players are coming on in, man. A lot of them. Look at all these guys, man. The defense is getting freaking loaded up. Loaded up right now. Can you believe that? Can you believe how phenomenal this has been? Let's do it. Now, this one's funny. Breaking news, Jets sign Aiyuk. That's hilarious. So I think that, some breaking news is coming probably by 4 o'clock, if I had to guess. We're going to see Carson Wentz potentially get added. We're going to see a lot of new Jets players get added when the new official new league year comes. Let's go. So let's see what Brandon Tierney has to say, who I respect a lot in this space. Geno Smith is a slightly above average NFL vet the Jets acquired for draft peanuts and salary loose change in lint. You cannot raise the floor with QBs who connect on 59% of their passes. By every objective measure, solid move. Yell and scream all you want. Given where they are what was available and what they paid, Mougey win. No other way to process it. But of course, you'll find a way to shit on the Jets. Easy target, lazy takes, on brand for most Jets fans. Man, it's pretty hard. That's pretty tough words there from Brandon Tierney. Love it. So let's see what the latest news is coming out of the New York Jets. Let's see. I think that an offensive lineman is going to be added soon. I think that a quarterback is going to be added soon. The Brian Thomas Jr. stuff is definitely, it feels like it's going to be shut down. You feel me? So the Brian Thomas Jr. thing is something that I think that is going to die down completely. And also make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button on your way in. Let's do it. Hit that like button, folks, if you're just tuning into the show here on Jets Media, as we are live for day 3 of Free Agency Frenzy. Day 3 for Free Agency Frenzy. Brees for BTJ, why not? No, I don't. I hate this, man. I don't understand why people want to trade Brees. If you're going to trade for BTJ, the goal should be trading for BTJ to pair him up with Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson, not get rid of Brees. Come on, man. Let's go. I'm posting that statistic that we talked about on X real quick. BTJ is younger. And you trade a pick for BTJ, not Brees Hall. You want to fill out the roster on offense. So you're basically giving up your best talent at running back for a wide receiver. And then what's the plan at running back? Braylon Allen's going to be the bell cow? And by the way, Brees is not old, bro. He's 24. He's young. He's a young player. What the Jets need more than anything is an offensive lineman. So that's where I'm like a little confused. Why people want to trade Brees. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I don't think anybody can convince me to do that. All right. I just want a good offense. So you want a good offense by trading away Brees? Trading away Brees is the answer for a good offense? If you want a good offense, you don't trade Brees Hall. Brees Hall is a weapon that could be utilized. Brees Hall is someone you want to be someone to build around, not replace, not having to replace. If you want a good offense, you trade for Brian Thomas Jr. with a draft pick, a second-round pick. And then you have Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, Brian Thomas. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Let's go. I don't get it, man. I don't. But it is what it is. So I made this post based off the stats that we saw. Gino Smith's passing numbers and where it ranks among other QBs the last 4 seasons: 15,000 passing yards, 5th in the NFL, 90 passing touchdowns, 11th, and a 68.2 completion percentage, 6th. That's what I'm talking about. You can find Breece Hall in the 4th? Absolutely not. You think you could find a talent like Breece Hall in the 4th round that easily? No, you can't. No shot. Someone that has natural hands like Breece out of the backfield, someone that has the explosiveness. I know that Breece hasn't lived up to the expectation to be a top 5 back when we drafted him, but do not tell me you can replace Breece Hall in the 4th round. You're going to get the same talent. That's absolutely nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Do you think Geno Smith can unlock Arian Smith's deep threat ability? I know that's kind of a reach. Yeah, that is a reach. If there was one player on the Jets that I don't really have a lot of confidence in, it's Arian Smith. You never know. Maybe he learned a lot. Maybe this new coaching staff can utilize him properly. Maybe the previous coaching staff had no answers for him. But I feel like at the end of the day, the New York Jets got to get another speedy guy at that position. Don't rely on Arian Smith too much. You feel me? I just want a winning season. Me too, brother. Me too. So I wonder where the Jets are going to go. There's a lot of restructured contracts coming out, and I wonder if the Jets are going to be doing any of those things. I wonder if the Jets are going to restructure anybody's contract. They don't really have a lot of contracts on their team to be able to, restructure besides like Harrison Phillips. I don't know. Is it possible to get Max Crosby? Yeah, but I don't think that is the smart. Honestly, as great of a player Max Crosby is with his injury history, the Jets are not in a position right now. Like Max Crosby is a guy like if you're the Ravens to target when you're like going all in for a Super Bowl. The Jets are not going all in for a Super Bowl right now. Right now, the New York Jets are looking for veterans to help instill a winning mindset to like be competitive. We're not going all in to win a Super Bowl. Obviously, every single team is going to try to win the Super Bowl this upcoming year, but Max Crosby does not fit the Jets timeline, in my opinion. I don't see it like that. So the Raiders don't have the 14th pick? No. So now the Ravens have their 14th pick back. And who knows? Max Crosby can stay with the Raiders, but I don't know. There's probably going to be a team out there. Probably going to be a team out there that does it. We'll see. We shall see. Let me know your thoughts right now of everything Jets related, because we are sitting here and waiting for more breaking news to come out. More breaking news to come out sooner rather than later. Come on now. Let's do it. Can we get Tyreek Hill? I don't know. Mekhi Lemon is definitely still available for the Jets at 16, no doubt about it. I think there's just a lot of people that are confused over what the Jets are doing right now, and I get that, but I don't know. It seems pretty obvious what the Jets are going to do. And then when 4 o'clock runs around, we're going to see the Jets target backup quarterback and go after someone along that line. Can we get Tyreek Hill? I don't know. Hey, Richie, look at this. Update on 49ers. Plans to release Brandon Aiyuk. Is that true? I didn't see that. Let me see. I believe you, but I want to see the report to pull it up on the screen. Where is that news? Well, this came up when I looked up Brandon Aiyuk. Remember when there was rumors for him to come to the Jets a minute ago? When Sauce was trying to recruit him? This was back in 2024. 2 years ago, I made a video of the Jets potentially going after Brandon Aiyuk. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny. I don't know where this news is coming from of Brandon Aiyuk. Let me see. Oh, yeah, here it is. Found it. Found it. So, with the new league year set to begin today, the 49ers plan to release wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. Could happen as soon as today, but certainly soon. Washington is the most likely landing spot for Aiyuk, probably on a one-year prove-it deal. San Francisco is expected to use a post-first designation, which is why they had to wait until the new league year begins. Damn. San Francisco will also get blah, blah, blah. The Niners, of course, will have significant amounts in future years by getting Aiyuk off the book. So I'm not too sure if this is going to be a guy that the Jets would target. It seems like the Commanders are the team that he would already be targeting. I'm not too sure if this is the guy that the Jets would be interested in. But hey, you got to kick the tires. You got to potentially, see what it's all about. The Jets definitely need a wide receiver next to Garrett Wilson. That's no secret. And the Jets got to see if this is an option. Would you guys want Brandon Aiyuk, who's expected to be released? Let me know in the chat right now. Would you be down for an Aiyuk? Let me know why or why not in the chat. Love to hear what you guys have to say as always. So Brandon Aiyuk is expected to be released today. Could that be a target for the New York Jets? Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you did not already on your way into free agency frenzy day number 3, the day where everything comes together, baby. Okay? Everything comes together on this day. 4 o'clock is when everything comes together. And the Jets are actually getting some positive love. Here's a CBS reporter writing an article about his grade of the Jets free agency, giving it an A so far. The key additions, Gino, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's an A for one of the worst teams in 2025. This very much feels like a let's get some adults in the room offseason, especially on defense. Onyemata was quietly very good last year, and with him alongside Osai, Sweat, and Nagbari Briggs, Will McDonald, and Harrison Phillips, the defensive front is sturdy, if unspectacular. Remember, the Jets very well could take an edge at pick 2 in the draft as well. Davis returns to New York and will make sure the linebacking is sound after it very much wasn't in 2025. Fitzpatrick keeps everything in order on the back, and Wright recorded 5 interceptions in 2025 when the Jets infamously had 0. The Jets trade is a win, too. No matter what you think of the quarterback himself, the Jets moved up 20 spots in the draft and still only paying a small part of Smith's salary. So I think he's wrong there. The Jets did not move up. They moved back 20 spots. So there's an error in this report from CBS. The Jets moved back, not moved up. He struggled at 25, but so too did the Raiders. He should be at least viable for New York. The Jets show a deep understanding of who they are, a team that first has to get serious in order to build under Aaron Glenn after a deeply unserious 2025. With a bevy of extra first-round picks on the way, the Jets are moving in the right direction, even if they're still find a way from competing. Even if they're still a ways away from competing. So Jets are getting some love from people. Jets are still getting love. Is Arian Smith on the team? No, don't think so. But Herndon Hooker is. Indeed. Wouldn't surprise me if the Jets draft a wide receiver or a guard at 16. Yes, I think that the options for the Jets at guard are there. There's going to be a guard at 16 available or at 33. I think the Penn State and the Oregon guard could be options to fill out that team. I think that right now, if I had a mock draft, you can say the Jets are going to go reset 2, offensive lineman at 16, wide receiver at 33, or flip it one of those ways. Or they add another defensive player. I don't know. But adding an Arbel Reese to this defense right now, because all these veterans that are coming in are going to be able to put their wisdom and knowledge on the young guy that the Jets are going to draft at the top. Because whoever the Jets draft at pick 2, whether it's an Arvell Reese, a Sonny Styles, David Bailey, Ruben Bain, whoever that player is going to be, is going to be put in a really good situation now with a lot of veterans on the team. Because if you do not have veterans, who's going to teach the young guys anything? Now the Jets are going to have some players to teach. For sure. So that's something else to keep in mind. Where are the Jets going to go in the draft, though? What if they go after a quarterback early? What if they still are looking at a guy like Ty Simpson? I don't know. You never know. But in other news, this has a direct impact on the New York Jets because we own their first-round pick. Next year, Daniel Jones signed a 2-year, $100 million contract. The biggest 2-year deal in NFL history. Now, we are rooting against the Colts big time, and this is huge too because Trey Hendrickson almost went to the Colts, but he ended up going to the Ravens. And we are hate watching the Colts and the Cowboys this upcoming year. Hate watching them. Can you imagine the Colts bottom out and Daniel Jones goes backwards and they're just not a good football team and we can get a top 10 pick out of them next year? Say the Cowboys also bottom out, we get a top 15 pick from the Cowboys, and then wherever the Jets land, imagine the Jets had, the class next year is really opening up the doors for the Jets to fill out this team with a lot of capital. And also, don't rule out the Jets using these picks they have in the trade market. Be aggressive to use. You can utilize these picks to go after established veterans, which gives the Jets a lot of flexibility, which is why right now you look at the Jets potentially going after Brian Thomas Jr., which we don't know if he's still available or not. But you can flip a second-round pick. You have 2 seconds. You got a lot of things. Yes, and we're hate watching Green Bay as well, because if Green Bay has a worse record than the Cowboys, then the Jets technically get the Green Bay Packers pick. That's very true because of the Micah Parsons deal. So say the Packers bottom out, but the Cowboys are elite. The Jets get the Packers pick. That's crazy. I don't expect the Packers to bottom out. They're a very good football team. But you never know. Injuries happen. Crazy things happen. So that's crazy. We should get Ty Simpson at 16. How do you guys feel about Ty Simpson at 16? Because that's becoming a legit thing. That's becoming a legit thing, man. It's only going to grow stronger and stronger. Let's go back into sit-down mode. Been standing for 40 minutes. Ty Simpson at 16, yes or no? I know so many people will hate that idea. Let's do it. Very interesting. So it's going to be a quiet day up until 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is the time, but I wanted to go live this morning just in case anything else broke. Just in case. You never know. You never know. I like to be live when breaking news happens. Glenn loaded up on the defense. Yes, he did. Tua and Ty Simpson are the same guy? I wouldn't go that far. Why? Because they both went to Alabama? Just like some people are saying Drew Aller is Christian Hackenberg? Is that what this has become? I think that's the most lazy take anybody can say. this quarterback from this college is the same exact person as that quarterback that went to the same college. It's the most lazy take I've ever seen historically. When have we ever seen, it's like they're wired different. Just because they went to the same college doesn't mean they're the same person. Completely different person. Different mind, different talents, different backgrounds, different character, different personality. Drew Aller is not Christian Hackenberg. Ty Simpson is not Tua. But if that's your thoughts, that's your thoughts, man. All right. Do you guys want to see something funny? Can we all laugh at something together? And you got to tune into the AFC East Roundtable tonight because of this. TD Finstalk had the audacity to make a video saying this: Malik Willis will be the best quarterback in the AFC East this year. And this was before the Jets signed Gino, so when he talks about the Jets, he doesn't bring up the Jets quarterback. But listen to TD, bro. And if you want to have a fun little laugh right now, listen to him. And you know he's going to double down on this tonight on the AFC East Roundtable too.
Is Malik best quarterback in the AFC East? I know a lot of people will laugh about that, but guess what? He has a great chance to become it. First of all, the New York Jets don't even have a quarterback. It looks like they'll be looking for one. It might be a Kyler Murray or another guy like that, and I'm sorry. No matter who the Jets bring in, it's going to be hard-pressed to find a guy who's actually better than Malik Willis. Then you look at Drake May, up and rising, MVP candidate. But, hey, it just seems like it's missing that it factor, you know? He plays good sound football, but he doesn't have that superstar power behind him that Josh Allen does. Now, Josh Allen is a hard cover here because he's been an MVP. He's led his team, carried him on his back several times. But guess what? He can't do anything that Malik can't. Malik is also mobile, if not more mobile, and I think he'll prove that with the Dolphins this year. He can throw just as good as Josh Allen, and guess what? He's more accurate than Josh Allen. You're going to have to tell me, what is Josh Allen better than Malik Willis, other than the fact that he has more experience?
What?
Laugh at it all you want.
I'm laughing.
2026, 2027 NFL season, there's going to be a lot proven by Malik Willis.
Dude, that is just gold, bro. This is the best thing I've ever seen. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Just as good as Josh Allen.
Just as good as Josh Allen.
Guess what? He's more accurate than Josh Allen. You're going to have to tell me, what is Josh Allen better than Malik Willis?
Oh, we are showing this tonight. Guys, you got to pull up to the AFC East Roundtable tonight. I'm telling you, it's going to be must-see, breaking down all free agency stuff. This is just epic, epic stuff that you're not going to want to miss, folks. I'm telling you that right now. If you guys are not aware of what the AFC East Roundtable is, that's crazy because we've been doing it for years and years and years. But the AFC East Roundtable is a channel that I'm a part of. I'm the Jets representative. We have me, TD, Dan, and Colby representing their squads. And tonight at 6 p.m., we are going to be, oh yeah, you know I put that video as the trailer so people see it, which is just absurd. But yes, we are going to be live on this channel tonight. And there's a poll in the chat every single time that asks, what team are you representing? And it would mean a lot, man, if Jets fans can show up. Because I'll be honest, Jets fans have not been showing up to this channel. Jets fans have not been showing up to this channel. And I need Jets Nation to be loud. I need them to be present in the live chat to support me. But it's not about me. It's about supporting Jets fans. Because there's going to be a poll, and the Jets are always in dead last of who's representing in the AFC East. And I don't want the Jets to be last tonight. We're never going to be first for whatever reason. The Jets have never dominated. I guess because they're just bad. The Jets are not good. It's always either the Bills, the Patriots, or even the Dolphins coming first. The Jets have never been first. So we need you guys tonight. So go over to the AFC's Roundtable. I'll put this link in the chat so you guys can come pull up, man. It's an epic show. And I'm out there going to be representing the AFC East. We're representing the New York Jets. And it's going to be fun, man. So come check us out tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. AFC East Roundtable. I put the link in the chat, so go check that out. Hit the like button on it. It's going to be crazy. Damn, I got to show up, Richie. TD just hurts my ears. I can't listen to it. I love it. Hey, I got to suffer through it myself, so you guys got to help too. It's at 6 p.m. tonight. 6 p.m. EST is when the live stream will be there. 6 p.m. later tonight is when you can expect this to go down, baby. So pull up. It's a lot of fun. All right. We need to get a lot of players on this football team. There's more players to add, and I wonder if the Jets are just waiting and waiting and waiting for, I don't know. What exactly are they waiting for? 4 o'clock, I think, is something that you have to consider. For sure. Do you think 4 o'clock is when we're going to see some more Jets news coming out? Is Carson Wentz coming? Is there going to be a different player that's coming? We also need to get a kicker as well. We don't got a kicker, folks. Jets need to get a kicker. So I think that there's going to be more pieces that's going to be out there. What position will the Jets add next? Guard, kicker, backup quarterback, wide receiver? Are they going to do anything on the offensive side of the ball besides Gino Smith? I know Jets fans are waiting for that. Are they going to make any move on offense or not? Let me know. Seems like Brandon Aiyuk is most likely going to the Washington Commanders. So that's big. As we wait to see the latest news, what's going to happen? I think that Jets fans need to realize that there's a lot of things that the Jets have done in a positive way, but at the end of the day, quarterback is all, and Gino Smith is the quarterback. It was literally the biggest storyline and mystery that nobody knew where the Jets were going at quarterback. But the reality is the Jets were able to add so many new players. So many new players. To the point where it's, how can you hate on it? Cade York. Yeah, Nick Folk is gone. What about Fields? Fields is going to be released eventually. Guard is a must. Let's see. All right, we actually have some news. The Jets signed a kicker. Kade York coming to the New York Jets, folks. Some breaking news. Sound the alarms. Sound the alarms. Sources, the Jets are signing Kade York to a one-year deal. Veteran Nick Folk signed with the Falcons, so the Jets now add the former fourth-round pick with a chance to win the job. Kade York coming. All right. That's our new kicker, baby. He was with where was he last year? He wasn't on a team last year? Fourth-round pick in 2022. He wasn't on a team last year. So he was drafted to the Browns, and in 17 games, he went 24 for 32, a 75% field goal percentage. His longest was a 58. He had a 59-yarder with the Bengals. He was with the Commanders and then with the Bengals. He was not on a team last year. Or was he? Michael Clemens just signed somewhere? No way. Where'd he go? But we have some breaking news, folks. The kicker is coming to the Jets. Michael Clemens went to the Colts. No way. Yeah, he does. The Colts are signing former Jets lineman, 3 years, $17.5 million. He's gone. Jets fans, are you upset? I think that Cade York is not somebody that is going to be, like, he's going to be competing for the job. The Jets going to bring in competition. The Jets are not going to just roll with him as their kicker. But I don't know. What's more breaking news, Michael Clemens or Cade York? What's more breaking news to you? What's more important to talk about? Who's replacing Clemens? We already signed his replacements, Joseph Asai and Kingsley Enagbare. But the Jets get their kicker. What's your thoughts of it? It feels like Clemens leaving is a breath of fresh air for Jets fans. Can we get a comp for Clemens? Haha, hit the like. Thank you, Danger Zone. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's do it. Let me know. All right, so let's get into the Cade York signing. Finally, some breaking news. We finally got some breaking news. All right, we're going to make this post real quick about Kade York. Let's do this. So here are his numbers. Jets get their kicker. Here's how Cade York has performed in the NFL so far. Field goals, 71.9%. Extra points, 95.8%. And you can see where he's hit from exactly. I'm going to say get a kicker, not their kicker, because we don't know if he's going to win the job. But breaking news, the Jets are signing Cade York to a 1-year deal. Let's do it. You want to see where he missed from? Okay, I'll ask, where are his misses from? The Jets need a freaking kicker, man, because it finally feels like we get our kicker. Like Jason Myers, for example. We found our kicker. We let him walk, and he's a dog for Seattle forever. Nick Folk is back. He's a kicker, and he leaves? What? Come on, man. Redonkulous. Redonkulous, man. Wardy is in the chat asking my thoughts of what's going on around the NFL with the Max Crosby fallout. That is something we've never seen before. I feel like Jets fans, you know, it does impact the Jets just from the draft standpoint because now the Jets have the 16th pick. The Raiders were going to pick at 14. They could have picked a playmaker or an offensive lineman, but now the Raiders do not have that pick anymore. I think that is going to change a lot of things. A lot of things across the NFL for sure. For sure. So Other NFL big moves, you know, that was the big storyline, man. I think Brandon Aiyuk is going to get released, which is interesting. Shout out to Wardy in the chat. So, Cade York's misses. He's had 4 misses from 30 to 39 yards, 8 misses in 40 to 49 yards, 5 misses from 50 to 59 yards, and 1 miss from 60 plus. The Jets need to get a freaking player that's going to fill out this roster on the offensive line. That's the next step. Brandon Aiyuk seems like he's going to the Washington Commanders when he gets released, but that's not official yet. But in case you missed it, folks, we have some breaking news of the Jets' new kicker. I think that this is not going to be the starting kicker. There's a chance he will be, but the Jets are going to draft a kicker probably, and they're going to bring in competition at that spot. I don't think that he's going to be officially the guy. The one thing about Cade York is he is very young, and the Jets have coached extremely well in special teams. I believe he's like, 24, 25 years old? So let's not forget the Jets striking gold in Austin McNamara, who also came from the Bengals at punter. So, yeah, not a bad thing. Let's go. At the end of the day, Kade York being a 72% is not great. There's a reason why he's available, reason why no one's prioritizing him. The goal is the Jets have to unlock the most out of him. But I'm pretty sure wasn't Kade York he was a 4th round pick. Getting drafted in the 4th round as a kicker, that's like drafting a kicker in the 1st round. So there's potential there that he hasn't been able to tap into. But I can see the Jets either drafting a kicker now or bringing in a veteran to compete. You know, he's technically a veteran, but I would say he's more of a young guy, still trying to find himself in the NFL. That's how I look at it. But Michael Clemens is gone. Michael Clemens is gone. Going to the Colts. Goodbye. Bye, Clemens. A fan favorite is leaving. This is called trolling right here. Let's see how many people. Fan favorite is leaving the Jets. Let's see if people read that and be like, fan favorite. What? Are you out of your mind? Fan favorite? I hate that guy. It's a joke. Fields should be released soon, freeing up $10 million. Yeah, I can see the Jets releasing him right as the new league year gets processed. Where do you think Fields is going to go? I mean, I don't think he's going to a team that are going to give him a starting gig. I think they're going to go bring him. He's going to be a backup. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep that a buck. Fields going away. Guys, where's Justin Fields going? Is he going to be elite? or what? Fields should go to the Colts. That would be sick. Help us get that pick, young fella. I get a Justin Fields jersey if he goes to the Colts and they get the first pick. Can we just get lucky for once? Like, how lucky are the Bears where the Panthers get the first overall pick, but the Bears have their pick? Like, the Jets would never get that lucky. That'd be nice. That would be nice, but not ideal. Not ideal at all. Let's go. This was interesting. I'm looking after for some more news, and we'll see it. Wow, I'm coming across a mock draft that has the Jets drafting Jeremiah Love at pick 2. Holy smokes. That's crazy. Where are the Jets? Yeah, Andy Dalton is another option the Jets can target for a backup quarterback. No doubt about that. I can see it. I think it's between Carson Wentz and Andy Dalton, I think, where the Jets are going to go. This is another thing that I saw. I posted this on X, and I said, a lot of Jets fans. Elijah Vera Tucker says his goodbye, and look at Jets fans. He can rot. You're dead to me. No one cares. Screw him. Everyone's salty that AVT left the Jets to go to a division rival. Yeah. Yep. Guys, if you did not already, make sure you check out this video I posted this morning. It's a deep breakdown on the Jets' acquisition of Wright from the Bears. I can see him as a hidden gem, especially at the value the Jets got. I love this player. I was able to make a video about that this morning. More content to come later today. And then we're going after the AFC East Roundtable later today, baby. Woo! It's going to be epic. This is going to be epic. Dead to me. All right, folks. We've been live for over an hour. We got the AFC East Roundtable tonight. Who's pumped up for it? I know I am. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button on your way into the show as we're live for day 3 of Free Agency Frenzy. Waiting for some more news. The latest news is the Jets got a kicker and that Michael Clemens is going to the Colts. I wonder if there's going to be more news that breaks. And in case you missed it, Gino's coming home, baby. Come on, that doesn't make you feel good that Gino's back? Gino is back, man. How about that? Gino freaking Smith. I remember when Gino was drafted, I was so hyped. I wanted him. I was watching the draft with Jack. For those that's been watching Jets Media for a while, you know who Jack is. He hasn't been on the channel in a minute. But when he used to be on the show, that was like my first memory of my buddy Jack and I having a Jet moment. We were watching the draft. It was in the second round. The Jets were on the clock. We're like, you got to get Gino, and they did. And then he got clocked in the jaw a few years later. But he's grown up. Gino has grown up, baby. He's grown up. He's all grown up now. But in other news, the Jets have brought in a brand new kicker, Cade York. How are we feeling about that? Definitely a big deal because the Jets need a new kicker after you saw the Jets let our guy, Nick Folk, walk. So, let's see. Come on, man. We need some more news. Starving for it. Seems like there's not really much coming out. The news that's going to come out is definitely going to be more at 4 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. I may go live around 4 o'clock again. But we're going to wrap up this show right here, right now. If you guys are not already, smash the like button. Thank you guys for the super chats, and thank you for the love as always. And yeah, the Jets have been very active. Today's been a quiet day. No moves besides the kicker, I believe, unless I missed something. But yeah, we're going to be live on the AFC East Roundtable at 6 o'clock. Please make sure you guys check us out on the AFC East Roundtable later today at 6 o'clock. Like I mentioned to you guys before, we need Jets Nation representing in the chat. Bad, bro. We need Jets Nation representing in the chat tonight because there's not been enough Jets fans on this channel. I'm telling you right now. And I want Jets Nation to dominate this chat tonight. All right? So go check us out. Go subscribe to that channel. If you're not already subscribed, we do a lot of fun stuff over there. This is where we will be live 6 p.m. And I may go live beforehand as well on this channel. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later this evening. And let's go Jets. Peace out, folks.